Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
In motion right is Aguilar. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson, option right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And a fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man is Fordson. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas, let's keep it going.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Third down and 13. Valdez-Scantling in motion left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He may go. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Kohler.
And a helpful gain of 8 here. They go to their workspace out to the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag out to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
The option right is Jackson.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. And your Wise coming up to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. but somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head steal going.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start with the option. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion right is Aguilar. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the third. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
In motion left, Flowers.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. In motion left, Flowers.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So big turn of events there. They had him sacked on 3rd down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
29 yards.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They set up the screen to Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. So the completion results in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now throwing on 3rd down here, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
In motion right is Tony. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
On second down, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Ravens.
To throw is Jackson.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
The timing is everything in a moment like this. You're trying to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're low early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Here's Tony on the quick slant.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Mahomes to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Butker's kick here is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Jackson to throw. On target to his man, Likely.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Jackson.
Flush to his right. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he didn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Jackson.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there. That'll be 3rd down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, forcing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Jackson.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Tucker now to add the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down